So what's up everybody, Black Clover 326 spoilers are out. This chapter is very emotional. We get a release date for the Black Clover movie. Asta and Liebe's relationship gets a lot better, so the Devil Union actually gets more synced. Yami and Not are basically on the verge of death right now. So let's get into these Black Clover 326 spoilers. First of all, if you like anime, manga reviews, discussion, spoilers, and theories, definitely hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, So it should hit me with some false copyright strikes. So for the people that are seeing my videos and wondering if I kicked you out of the channel, no, I literally had to rebuild the channel from scratch all over again. So look out for the Patreon. Regardless if you're new or old, a like, comment, and subscribe is highly appreciated. So this chapter is going to be very emotional. It's going to pull our heartstrings. Yami and Not are basically on the verge of death. From what I've seen from the pages that have been leaked, it looks like the movie art is out. It's Asta and the Devil Union with a white background. It looks super epic. Also, we get a release date for the movie. The movie is actually going to be in 2023 officially. A lot of us were expecting it to come out in 2022. Unfortunately, we still kind of have to wait another year, but still we're getting that movie. I just hope we get the anime to come back sooner, because if the movie's coming out in 2023, that means that we're not going to get any anime for at least a year. But still, the manga is on fire, and once the second half of the Spade Kingdom arc is animated, I'm sure it's gonna break the internet. You also get a color cover page, and you see Yuno with Belle, Asta with Liebe, Yami, and then Na has his 4 devils. So the chapter basically starts off where 325 ended. Yuno is completely out of mana. You could tell by the panels that he can't do much more. It looks like Yami and Na try to continue the fight, but 𝚬𝚙𝚅 grows another set of arms. You know, it's interesting the way the panel is looking like, because these extra arms kind of look like he has another set of wings. And I was wondering, because 𝚬𝚙𝚅 in a lot of texts with Judeo-Christianity, he's known to have 6 wings. We've only seen him have 4 wings, so I was always wondering where that extra pair of wings was going to come out of. And maybe these extra 2 arms that 𝚬𝚙𝚅 has probably might be that extra wings, or could be 𝚬𝚙𝚅 just making some of his wings into arms. But still, what happened to Yami and Not basically happened with 𝚲𝚘𝚙𝚎 and licita. That basically just gives Liebe PTSD. It looks like 𝚬𝚙𝚅 was just about to hit Asta, and during that time he goes into his inner self and he sees Liebe crying. Asta, for some reason, is a kid. Like I said before, Liebe is getting post-traumatic stress disorder, obviously because 𝚬𝚙𝚅 is the devil that killed licita. And I got some few pages translated in English, and what I got is that Asta is literally saying, I had no idea about your pain. Asta saying, I had hardships as I was the only one who wasn't able to use magic. Because I met you, your anger and pain gave me power. Thank you. And Liebe is literally opening up his past trauma, what he's been feeling all this time. Liebe's basically blaming himself for the death of licita, saying that if she wouldn't have met him, she would still be alive. Liebe's just pretty much saying, I'm sorry, mom. You know, it's a touching moment. This is what is needed between them, because I kept asking, when is Liebe gonna tell Asta about licita? Like, I knew Tabata was saving this for a reason. I just didn't know it would end up leading for them to have a perfect devil union. I did mention something similar to that in like an older video, but it might have been taken down. And I'm really enjoying what this chapter is showing. It's showing that missing gap between them. Later on in this chapter, it looks like Asta might have figured out that licita might have been his mom. Asta says, I'm really glad that I met you. You see a panel that's very interesting, that Liebe and Asta are basically together. They're standing side by side. Liebe and Asta both said, let's go, brother. So I wonder how that's going to be officially translated. They're probably going to say, let's go, comrade, or let's go, friend. Some shonen jump trope. There was a part that was very interesting to me. So you actually see where Asta's overflown with all of Liebe's memories. So he learns about licita, he learns about how she was basically his mother, also about the 5-leaf clover grimoire. This is very interesting because I kept asking when we were going to get this dialogue, and we finally got it. For the people that have been saying in the comments that Liebe and Asta were going to somehow perfect their devil union, looks like that's what happened. Right now, from what it looks like, the devil union hasn't changed much, but I think next chapter is going to show us a little bit more as how much the devil union has changed. It's probably just perfected his form a little bit, but so far it's looking very similar, because I still see the little 5 dots on his chest. And basically the end of the chapter is literally Asta stopping 𝚬𝚙𝚅's punch with one hand, because throughout this whole time when he was inside his, I guess, consciousness, 𝚬𝚙𝚅 was about to throw a punch, and during that time he learned so much about Liebe, and they sync together to make this perfect devil union that actually is able to stop 𝚬𝚙𝚅's punch. This is huge, because moving forward, that means that there is a chance that Asta can defeat Lucifero with just this Devil Union. It makes me wonder, are they going to be able to do Devil Union for a longer time, or still going to have that 5-minute time limit? I wonder if he's able to do where Liebe can control the multiple swords telepathically. That'd be really cool if this Devil Union can do that. I know I mentioned that it's possible Liebe could read Asta's grimoire, and maybe there's like a hidden sword in the grimoire that they don't know about. That'd be very interesting. Or possibly doing more anti-magic attacks that don't automatically have to do with swords, or maybe just amplify the swords in a way with anti-magic. Of course, this is if Liebe can read the devil language, because at this point we're not entirely sure. Lucifero is stunned that Asta blocked his punch, and Asta says, I don't care if you're the king of the devils, but how dare you kill the mother of my partner. Hopefully in the visual translations we get something more clear where Asta says, how dare you kill my mother, versus him just saying the mother of my partner or the mother of my friend. A lot of us were saying that Asta's and Liebe's Devil Union had to get better. And you know, this isn't an ass pull, because we can kind of tell since the beginning that their sync wasn't 100% there. When Asta was training with Not, they had a hard time syncing with each other. It'll be amazing if Asta does some type of like anti-magic force field. Like I wonder if the swords are going to change a little bit. But either way, that's all I have to say about these spoilers. Let me know what you think about this chapter so far that's been leaked. Do you like how this chapter seems to be like an emotional one where Liebe and Asta actually get closer with each other? It looks like there's going to be a strong bond between them. Were you expecting this to happen this chapter? How do you think this is going to affect the Devil Union's appearance? Do you think it's going to change a little bit? Do you think they're going to have new attacks? Like if you liked the video, comment, subscribe, and I'm out of here.